gives us immense privilege to introduce our distinguished guest, Shri Mohammad Azharuddin, the Honorable Minister for Minorities, Welfare and Public Enterprises, Government of Telangana. We would request Mohammad Azharuddin, sir, to please address the gathering with few words.
Respected corporate leaders, CSR partners, philanthropists, ladies, respected MLAs sitting on the dais, ladies and gentlemen. At the very outset, thank you very much for inviting me for this very important CSR conclave. I think I can't remember if I've attended one before, but I was there at the stadium when they signed, one of the companies signed the MOU. But I think it's a privilege for me and honor to stand before a gathering of visionary leaders who believe that business success carries it with it a responsibility to create a more equitable society. And I think CSR fund is the most important thing which has happened. And I think I must thank all the companies, all the institutions for taking this initiative very, very seriously, because I think no doubt all the governments will do their best, but I think it's the responsibility of the citizens also to make sure that people who are underprivileged, who cannot reach, they have no reach. So I think it'll be good for them if the CSR funds are given. So my take on CSR is that, because I know, I mean, the companies really do a very good job, because the NGOs who are also, they work very hard, from day and night, they are working very, very hard. And I think I would be most happy, most of the CSR fund is given in the rural areas, because I think when the rural India improves, and when there is growth in rural India, definitely will have a growth. So that is very, very important as far as the CSR thing is concerned, since I am from the minority ministry, because we have lots and lots of schemes going on, especially the Timrich schools. It is one of the best institutions in India. I think that there is no other institution which is as good as Timrich. We have 204 schools and all over Telangana, and I think we're really doing well. The institution has really done so well. I think we have got good results also. Almost 100, most of the schools have 100% results. Maybe one or two here and there are not very lucky to have that result, but still they are, hovering at 97 or 98%. But most of the schools are having very, very good results. And I think we have also, I have given as a minister the proposal to have the degree colleges also, 10 degrees for boys and 10 degree colleges for the girls, which is very, very important, because what we see in minorities is after the 12th, after they finish the intermediate or the 12th class, most of the parents, they decide to, have their girls married, and there's a lot of other responsibilities on the parents' side also. But I think with the advent of hopefully having 20 degree colleges all over the state of Telangana, I think very, very important thing for us, because we will achieve which no other minority institution has achieved in the so many years which is gone by. But I think I must also congratulate the Chief Minister Revanth Reddy Saab for taking education very, very seriously. I think if you see, there have been 4 or 5 very big programs which were held. The kit distribution and the food. Now we are giving food, food for the children 3 times. Before it used to be 2, I think, but now we're giving them good food, and the diet charges also have been increased from 10% to 40%. So I think I must congratulate the CM. The CM definitely deserves a big compliment on this, because education is the most important thing. Because I can give 1 or 2 examples, because nowadays education also is not is very simple. It's very, very tough, because I think with the financial conditions of so many people, education always takes a backseat, and especially in the rural areas, and also in some of the places in Hyderabad, also in the main urban area also, because of lack of fund, lack of finances. There are so many girls and boys who are very, very talented. They are unable to, showcase their talent just because of the financial constraint. But I think with this, the CSR can come into play, and then they can really take care of these problems, especially in the sports area also, because we have a lot of boys who are in the rural areas. They can't afford to buy the kits. They can't afford to go to a playground, because nowadays even with the coaching camps also, they have very exorbitant fees. So I would request the coaching camp people also to, recognize the talent. If you can recognize the talent, if you can see that boy or a girl is going to really go further, I think they should be given good encouragement, and also they should be adopted for by the CSR companies, so that they don't worry about what is going to happen. Most of the thing, as a sportsman, or for that matter, in any academy, so most of the problems happen is because of finances only. Because now what happens is, when the boy or a girl grows older, the parents accept them to go out and then take the responsibility of their home. But if they are talented, once if we can take care of the responsibility of their parents and other things which are required, I think they will definitely do well, because there has to be concentrated effort to really work hard. Because if you don't have any passion, you cannot go forward. But I'm very happy to be here today. And actually, when I was young, I was paying only 30 rupees a month fees in the school. But nowadays, it's not possible, because you cannot compare eras. But I think we can always learn from the example and take what has happened before. So I think it's very, very important that all the kids, such as the boys and girls, should have education, because education is the most important thing, because it teaches you, to take your life forward. I think the first 10 years, or maybe from lower KG to the 10th standard, those are the very, very formative years, because if you can achieve good things, if you can learn good things, if you are attentive, if you have good habits, if you can listen to your teachers, your parents, I think that boy and a girl has a very, very successful life, and a very humble life, because humility is the most important thing in life. Because if you are not humble, whatever you may achieve, whatever you may do, but if you are not humble, if you don't have humility, I think for me that person is not a big superstar or a big achiever, because you have to have humility. You have to meet everybody nicely. Help one another, because that's what the Almighty Allah has given you, the talent, has given you success. But success that is given, that doesn't mean that you have to behave in an unruly or a different manner, because there are many, many academicians and sports persons who have really suffered. They have been very, very good with their respective careers, but when it comes to meeting people, when it comes to behaving in public, that's when education comes into play. I think the basic, at that time, my grandfather, my parents always told me that they never stopped me from playing, they never stopped me from going to practice, they never stopped me from playing matches, anything. But the only thing my grandfather said, that if you don't become a graduate, at that time, graduation was a very, very big thing, because 10th standard and graduation was very big at that time. If you're giving 10, if you pass 10, I think it was a big celebration. And if you are a graduate, it was even more celebration. But my grandfather always said that if you are not a graduate in front of me, then you are not a human being. So because my grandfather was a very pious and saintly person, at the same time, he was an academician, he was a mathematician, and he really, instilled a lot of good things in me. I'm very lucky to have had him as my grandfather. And my parents also, with their help, I've really come at this level. But I think the most important thing, I think everybody have children here, but I think the most important thing you must teach the children is to have a very good understanding of life, which is going to take them far ahead. Because knowledge and understanding are two different things. Because knowledge you gain is from your parents, because your mother teaches you how to talk. So please respect her. That's the most important thing. Because then you can't back answer. You cannot do all those things with your parents, because they give you everything. Once a child is born, the whole thing changes in their life, because the main focus becomes the child. So I think you have to make sure that you really work very hard. I know I'm just deviating a little bit from the topic, but it's very, very important for everybody to learn, because all my life experiences I have learned, so I'm just sharing it. Anyways, but I think the amount of work the CSR, the institutions are doing, they're putting up so much effort, and also, the NGOs who are working for them. I mean, they also work very hard. They are on the field all the time. I must congratulate them. I must admit that I think their hard work, I mean, will definitely pay. I think there are so many, so much hard work they have put in. I think they are, at the end of the day, they are sleeping very nicely so that they work very hard. They know that on the ground they have worked hard during the day, so that's why they go good sleep, because they are satisfied. They worked hard, but success is in the hands of the Almighty Allah. I mean, like, if you work hard, if you really sincere in your efforts, I think success will come your way, because success is also a very, very slow process. But if you get success, then it really runs fast. So you have to control it also, but make sure that when you go up there, you stay there for long. Don't fall quickly, because sometimes people just go very quickly. They attain success, and suddenly they don't know how to behave, and then suddenly they always come down. So my main thing here is, as being a minority minister, I would be most happy if the CSR fund and the NGOs, we can work hard for our schemes in the minority. We have so much schemes, we have lot of work to be done. So if you can really work hard, and if you can just give us those funds which will be beneficial to the growth of India, that means the children who really are going to work hard, they are going to succeed, we are going to become big entrepreneurs and big politicians of good repute, and then a lot of sportsmen and so many scientists. You can always, because you don't know the talent, because unless and until you tap the talent, you cannot get the talent out, because sometimes the talent is hidden, and then the talent cannot come out because there are a lot of things where it's very difficult for a child, to take care of the things. But as far as I'm concerned, I'm very happy to be here this afternoon, and I wish everyone here the very best of luck. And I think Srinivas Reddy Saab has explained to you about the digital school, and he has given all the very good explanation. So I think if we can help, if you all can help the digital schools and everything, I'll be very happy. But at the end of the day, please, it's my humble and earnest request to please help the minorities, because we have a lot of talent in the minorities. The boys are very poor, but they are looking forward to doing well, but they don't have the means to do it. So if the CSR and the NGOs can really help them, they will be very, very successful. Thank you very much for inviting me here, and I was given to understand that there are going to be some questions being asked. I hope the questions are not very, tough. I'll definitely try and answer as many as I can to the best of my ability. If there are any questions to be asked, I'm here to answer. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. May we have a round of applause, please?